Okay, I just want to give you all a warm welcome. We have a lot to cover today. Hopefully it's interesting information for you. I think it is, because now we're into the practical stage of your learning, where we put into practice what you have learned so far. And I have some fresh information, so have a pencil ready. We're going to divide this into four parts. One is I'm going to talk to you about the topic for today, which I said I was going to find out about the extended hours trading and share with you ideas on that. Number two, I want to show you the stocks that we talked about last time, and we're going to take a look at it. And I have some more stocks to give to you to put on your watch list. And I would really like to keep track of this, and I'd love to have somebody volunteer to put it in an Excel sheet. And if you know how to bring the price in, that would be great. That way I can just show the sheet, right? Saying that with a Cuban tongue is not very easy. I have to be very careful. Like I never used to say I'm going, to the beach. I used to say I'm going, to the ocean, because I couldn't say the word without saying what I didn't want to say. So, and another one that was really hard for me to say was the number 30. How many of you remember struggling with 30? 30. I know how they trilled that R. It took me forever. So yeah, I used to say 30, like I was from England or something. And it's just that I didn't know how to say it. Anyways, you have sillas from Starbucks, like that lady said. You have chairs. You call them whatever you want. You have 2,000 chairs from Starbucks. You're fine. No problem. And then the third part of today, Jonathan is going to. That's why he wanted his phone connected to Zoom, because my phone wouldn't do it. But today I didn't try. I gave that to him, and he's going to show us another option. And I hope that Francia is here, because baby, I know you were all frustrated with a stocks tracker. Well, we're going to drop it, and we're going to show you something else. So let's go ahead and get started. Extended hours. And I say extended hours and not after hours, because it is extended both ways. We have pre-market hours and we have aftermarket hours. That's why it's extended. The normal market time is what? Put it on your chat. Do you know what the normal, and give it to me. Let's see, give it to me. I don't care, whatever time, but tell me what time zone you're talking about so that I know. But what is the regular market hours? Okay, Beatriz, you're close, but no. Okay, Jonathan, that's not fair. Yes, you're right.
Oh, there's plenty of people that had the right answer.
Yeah, I know it. It is 9 a.m. to 4. No, it's 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern time, New York time, which is 6:30 in the morning. Why do you think I have eyes like this? Okay, it's 6:30 in the morning, and thank God I don't live in Hawaii, because I would be even earlier. But 6:30 in the morning, California time, and it closes at 1. But guess what? Hold your hat, because pre-market hours are Eastern time, 4 in the morning until 9:30 in the morning. So that means 1 o'clock in the morning in California. Okay, not right. And after hours normally is from 4 p.m. until 8 p.m. Eastern time. So that would be like right after the market closes at 1 until 5 o'clock. However, it varies, because, for example, TD Ameritrade almost does it 24 hours a day. Well, they do 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. Go figure. And each one of them also has their rules. For example, many places say, okay, you can trade, but you can only put limit orders. So you have to make sure that you understand wherever you want to trade. I have never traded pre-hours or after hours, because usually who trades during those hours? Well, institutions used to. It used to be only the big money. And there were rules that you had to buy a whole lot. A whole lot doesn't mean like many of them. A lot is 100 shares, like a dozen eggs. Shares come in lots, and one lot is 100. So it used to be that you had to buy a lot, or in round lots, 100, 200, 300, 400. You couldn't break it up. Today, you could even buy fractional shares. But their rules have eased off, and now the public can also trade. But make sure that you find out the broker that you're using online if they allow after hours trading and what the rules are. Should you do after hours trading? Number one, well, yes, it is exciting because you can still do things before the market opens, especially for me, like it would be pre-market, but forget it, 1 in the morning? I don't think so. But what happens is that many times it is news induced. So it's because there's been some news after the market, maybe earnings, maybe whatever, and then the stock goes crazy. Also, what happens when you're selling a share of stock? Who's buying it? Another sucker down the line. They have to be buying the same stock, and then you're swapping. You know, he buys your share. You don't return the share. This is not Nordstrom's. When you're buying from somebody else in the secondary market. And when you're selling, you are selling to somebody else, like an eBay. So what happens when the market is closed is that you have less buyers and sellers, which means that you have less of a chance to get more what is called liquidity, because there are less people. So the price can be harder, and it could be a little more expensive, and there's more volatility. Also, there's something called a spread, which is the difference between the bid and the ask. Bid is when you say, I'll pay you $20. And the ask is saying, no, I want you to pay me 25. Okay, this one's buying, so he wants it cheap. And this one's selling, so he wants it higher. The spread is the difference between those two prices. Usually, you end up paying somewhere in between. But in aftermarket hours, that spread is bigger. So you can end up paying more for when you're buying and selling for less when you're selling. So if you don't have a reason to do it other than you just want to, it's like, you know, when we went to prom and I wanted to be up all night because that was the thing to do. And then you go to Denny's the next day with your mascara all over your face and your long dress and everything. We just sat in the car and we went to sleep. It was my brother on a date and me on a date. And we just went to sleep and then woke up and went to Denny's for breakfast just to say I stayed up all night. Well, if you want to say that you traded in after market or pre-market hours, just do it once. But there's no reason for you to do that. Jonathan. Oh, okay. And look what happens with limit orders. Let's say that I want to buy stock and it gives me, and be careful because TD Ameritrade has it, their default is limit. So if you don't put it in market, it's happened to me, you get stuck with a limit order. In a limit order, you have to say what price. And what they make sure is that they will not buy it for you unless that stock hits the limit price exactly or then goes to less. But if it jumps over it and keeps going up, guess who is stuck with an order to buy and doesn't buy? You, because it never hit the limit. So be careful because the limit order is not guaranteed that it's going to be executed. Also, when you sell, it's the same way. If you put a limit, then, you know, we usually use the 10% trailing stop. And what I was saying to some of you before we were having some talk, and that is that there's more than one way to skin the cat. Just because we learned be a profit, that is the traditional, that is what worked for over 100 years, that works. But that's not the only way to trade. as you have found out, Eleazar maybe likes to not have a 10% trailing stop. He gives it 15 or maybe more. Well, there are those types of buying and selling that are called swing trades, which are kind of faster. You're tightening up the rules, but it's not day trading per se. You could hold on to a stock longer than a day, but you have certain rules that are saying, that's like when I say, take the cream off, sacarle la nata, is when you're trimming it. You're taking profits along the way. So I thought it'd be great to have different caps, and I wear a different cap every time so that you know which rules I'm following, because sometimes you may get confused and say, well, why aren't you using the 10% trailing stop? Well, maybe because I'm talking about a DRIP, a company that is paying dividends. So there's 3 different ways to trade, or millions, but we can divide it into 3, and we can color code them, and that way you don't get confused. But give me a little time and we will get to all of that. Now, any questions about the pre-market and after market hours? You have to find out through your broker, and the rules are still the same except limit order. And remember that there's more volatility. There could be, so that means more risk, and not that many people buying and selling. So it may take you longer to sell or buy, which means the price could be different, and the spread between the bid and the ask can be bigger. So let me see if I have, okay, I don't see any hands up. And I'm sorry, mine is still saying ask to unmute. So I don't know what I've done wrong, but I'm paying the price.
You didn't do anything wrong. I think Zoom is just mad at us.
Okay. Well, I'm paying them, so they better not be. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, I think. Oh, how cute. Oh, look. How did you like the timer? Cute, huh? But look, I'm going to take, this should go away. I don't want to just do that little, anyways, whatever. Okay. I am going to, see, now I don't want that there. And that should go away. Did I just lose everybody? Are you all there?
We're good. We're still here.
Yeah, did you see what happened to my computer?
It spazzed.
Okay, I'm going to slow down, slow the game down, and I'm going to go to, I know, see it kicked me out. Please, computer. I was just saying, we're doing the little wiggles again. Somebody's doing that, not me. You got me in trouble last time, Jonathan was telling me. All right, so we're trying to go here. And I'm going to get rid of everything else. Oh, that means I got rid of Zoom, didn't I? This should be fast. Now I have 2 things stuck. Very interesting. Okay. Jonathan, can you take over the screen for a second? Oh, no, here we go.
Sure.
Okay, I think that is going to do it. I just wanted to kind of, here, let me stop sharing. And then let me share again because my computer is telling me that it's not happy. Okay, here we go. I think that it decided to have mercy on me. I'm going to go to charts and tools. How many of you are keeping track of the stocks that I gave you last time? Anybody? I know some of you are because you're beasts. All right, I'm going to go to point and figure. And let me start with one that, this one I didn't give to you last time, but Jorge just told me about it, and it was one that I was going to give you today. I gave it to my audience during the radio show this morning. And look at Viva. Viva today hit a double top. See it there? 226 was 224 actually was the price. And how do I know that? Because when I look at the scale here at the legend, I see that it goes by fours. So from 220, the next one should have been 224. The reason it's showing me 226 is because that's the price that it closed at. Now, if this stock is 226, what is the window? Forget about rounding up numbers, Jonathan, but don't go crazy. Get rid of the number on the right. You end up with 22. So 226 plus 22, we're ignoring the 6. I know it's more than 5. Forget it. Who cares? Is 248. So the window of price is between 226 and, excuse me, it was 224, not 226. I beg your pardon. Okay, 224 plus 22 is 246. So between 224 and 246. Now, what does it mean, the window of buying it? It means that in order for you to increase your chances of making money, it's better if you buy at the right time. Look back here, what happened? This thing did a triple top, then it was kind of chewing on it, and then it did a double top. And the buy price here was 162. Well, if you bought here, you're looking pretty good because the price hasn't gotten anywhere there, near there. But if you waited to buy until here, let's see, 162 plus 16 is 178. So let's say you bought it here. Now look what happened. You got caught in this here, and for a while you were losing money and you start sweating. And I don't know about you, but my blood pressure goes up and my sugar goes down, and I'm not a happy camper. So you have a much better chance of staying in the green if you buy it at the right price, or at least before the window's over, 178. And see, 178 would have been right here. So I would even say, if you are, and I paid the price, this happened to me, that I bought on the upper part of the window and I got kicked out. So look now, the time to buy is 224. It is still 226. It is still in that first little box. Okay, it is still within buying range, but don't go crazy after that. Don't chase it. It went up 6% today. Let's check on Apple. Last time I gave it to you. Well, you're going to know how to, what happened here? I am not happy with you, stock charts. Oh, excuse me, junk in, junk out. It was my fault, not its fault. Sorry about that. It was my fault. Okay, Apple. Well, the buy price was 320. 320 plus 32 is 352. Hey, it is 352 now. Don't get in. This is what it did today. Nobody bought it up here, but people are going to start getting nervous, especially if the market is a little down tomorrow. They're going to take their profit out because the ones that bought it at 320 are now $30 above per share. So they're going to want to protect those profits. Next one is AYX. Remember, I gave you that? And this one went up today. What is the buy price for AYX? Tell me the buy price. I want you to tell me the buy price, and I want you to tell me the top price. Tell me the window between what and what is the best. Well, the best time is the buy price, but what is what is the window of time? And I'm trying to get the chat. And it's not giving it to me. Why should it? No, it's not giving it to me. Okay, maybe you can tell me, Kira, are people giving me the right number there?
People
If you
are.
said 150 is the buy price, right? Because see, you look at the last X and the box above it is the buy price. 150 plus 15 is 165. So between 150 and 165. But remember, the closer to this, the better off you are. And today it went up these two boxes. What about DHR? Last time I gave you that 2 days ago. DHR, the price is 168. Again, 168 plus 16, that's the window. That's the place where it's okay to buy it, but the closer to the bottom price, the more chances you have to make it, to make money. See, go back and see what happened before. Here, it went up, and look what happened. If you bought it right at 148, that price wasn't touched again. But if you bought it up here at 158, look what happened. Now you got caught in here, and you were not a happy camper. Next one is EPAM. And we're just going to talk about when to buy. Today, we're not going to talk about when to sell because I want to give you when to sell just with that because it depends on what hat you have on. 239. This is going in force again. So 236 is the buy price. There it is. And it broke it, went up one more box, and then it went down. Next one is MEDP. Oh, pobrecita. This one is giving bad signs. MedPace, forgot to put batteries in it because look what's happening here. It broke the previous low. So this, by point and figure charts, is a sell signal. The buy price here would have been 95, but oh no. Instead of going up, it went down. The buy price, does the buy price change when it goes down? No, it doesn't change. That buy price stays the same until it is broken, unless it begins to make another column of X's here, goes down, and then goes up again. Then that last column of X's becomes the marker for the buy price. But otherwise, if there's no more X's, this one here continues to be the buy price at 95. See how that works? So much easier to tell buy prices using point and figure than it is using any other kind of system of graphs. Microsoft. This is one of those that you buy for a long time. And the buy price was 188. And look what it did today, right there. Next one is NOW. Well, the buy price here was 396. Well, it was 396. And it went up to 405.53 today. I'm getting it from here. But then it retreated to this price. And the last one that I gave you last time, and then I'll give you some new ones. I did it again, didn't I? Of course I did. It's TGT. Target Corporation. And the buy price is what? 126. Add $12. That's the window between 126 and that price. So let's say somebody now, you go to the barber, you go to the market, and somebody says, oh, I know you're into stocks. I have a tip for you. You know, my husband, I overheard him talking, and he said that this and this company is like, you should buy it. Well, you take your phone you go to stock charts. The first thing you do is you look at the price before you even find out what kind of company it is, because you want to know what it's doing. If it is doing something that is worth seeing, like something like this, and it's right here, maybe you should look at it more closely and do it be a profit. But if it is doing something like this, forget it. Don't even. And you know why? Because most people say it's cheap. It's really cheap now. Well, yeah, it's cheap for a reason. So don't get in. All right, new ones. The first one was VEEV, which I already gave to you. The next one, RAKK. And that one is ARC Innovation. The buy price was 65. And today it made it all the way up to 67.04. And see why, look at this, how beautiful this is. This is what you like to see. The lows are higher every time, and the highs are higher every time, which means that it's not going down as much, but when it goes up more. And you can almost do, well, you can do a 45-degree angle line here and almost one here. That's the channel that it's going at. Nicholas Darvas type kind of channel. Next one, DocuSign. We've talked about that one before. I have that one. And today it went up 1, but the buy price is here. And I bought it way back here at 120 something. So nothing to do with that one yet. Next one is Peloton. And I'm sure you've seen people sweating on the television. You will never see me doing that. Peloton, okay, on that bicycle. Well, Peloton has to get up to 50. Now, this is what happens. Some people say to me, Julie, which stock? And then I tell them, oh, today I got this one or that one, because you know me. My mother would say, tú le dices todo el mundo. I do. I'm transparent. But then they say, no, but that's too expensive. Give me a less expensive one. You want to buy that good horse. You want to put your money behind a good horse and not the donkey, not Sancho Panza's donkey, right? So Sancho Panza's donkey may be $5, but the good horse is 100. But if you want to just put $5 into the stock, you go to Fidelity, you go to one of the places that allows you to do fractional shares. I'd rather see you put $5 on the good horse than $5 on the donkey. Because as much as I love Don Quixote and Sancho Panza, as my favorite play in the whole wide world is Mano de la Mancha, is Don Quixote. And those of you that are going to read that book, I'm telling you, that man is me. Not the fat one, the skinny one, the crazy. Oh, very nice. That he saw not a windmill, but a dragon. And Dulcinea was not just a common girl that was serving in the bar. He thought she was the princess. She was a lady. And he saw the potential in people. He saw what could be. He was a visionary. Okay, we need to stop this. And the only way I know how to do it is up here somewhere. Jonathan, do you know how to stop that?
I couldn't figure out how to disable annotations, actually. I was looking at that.
Okay. See what happens when you're bad? See? You're not bad. Just somebody probably started moving this. Let's see. If some of you know, I think it got now. Thanks for the clarification. Kevin, no, Kevin. Okay, so let's go back. I'm going to give you more stocks. Next one is RNG. What is the buy price? 288, you're right. At 28, that's the window. Next one. Facebook. What's the buy price? 244. And I have two more that I didn't give the audience this morning because I found them afterwards. One is Square. It hit the buy price today. And then it retreated a little bit, buy price 92. And the last one is ITB. And ITB is iShares US Home Construction. Very nice, an ETF. 47 is the buy price, but it went down to that. Okay, Matthew, you have a question. And I can unmute now. Go figure. But I can't find you. So
He lowered his hand.
He lowered it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But you know you can raise it again if you want. Okay, so that is what I have to share with you today. The after hours trading, the pre-market hours trading, and the stocks. And I think we should keep track of these stocks. If somebody wants to put it in an Excel, I will not volunteer to do it because I will make a mess of it. And you don't want me to do that. And Daniela has a question. Hi, my dear Daniela. How are you,
Hi,
cielo?
Yes. So my question is on the company SE. It's on the graph on the point and figure. It's in the O's right now, but the question is, do you have to check it hourly or daily?
This is when you put an alert. And that is what Jonathan is going to show you how to do. This is CLTD, is that the one you mean?
Yeah,
What's the buy price?
94.
Thank you very much. You are absolutely right. So then what you do is, when you go in your little trusty dandy thing, and we're not going to use Stocks Tracker because we got mad at it, we are going, because it didn't work for all of you, and that's a no-no, you are going to put an alert to like maybe 93.50 when it goes above 93.50. Then when it gives you the alert, you're going to look at it because you want to catch it as close to 94 as you can. Correct?
Yeah.
And that's what you do. And you do the same thing with selling. Let's say that you were here and you bought this stock. How did you find this stock, Angel?
By going on stock charts and going on technology.
Will you be my stockbroker?
Sure.
This is so cool. This is so cool. Okay, here, look, buy price was 65, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And so you put your alert at 64.50, let's say. You got ding dong, you bought it 65.25, 65.50, whatever. It went up, then it started going down, and you decided, see, a lot of times, and go back and see these charts, a lot of times when it has a long tail like that, then it corrects to about half of that tail. So if you want to get the nata out of it, of all that profit that you've done, and you want to put an alert to maybe you're saying, okay, I'm willing to give you back this much, but no more, then you put an alert there. So that you're not putting a 10% trailing stop, which makes it official. All you're doing is you're saying, wait a minute, Daniela, take a look at this. Something is happening, because you also want to be told when it's going down, because maybe you were willing to let it go down to 74, but maybe not. And then it went up again. And then you put another one here if you want to buy it again. As long as a stock is above this blue line, telling you it's a long-term uptrend, look, every time, look how long it's been in an uptrend. You discovered something here. Then every time it gives you a buy, you could buy it. And when it starts going down a little bit, if you want to, I am 67 years old. I want to put my money in my pocket. I don't want to take a chance. I'd rather take out a little and let the rest run. That's what I do. But you don't have to. You can let it go up. Well done.
Thank
Very
you.
proud of you. Very, very well done. Okay, next one is Eleazar. Gugujiji.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
By the way, I bought that SE stock last week too. That C Limited.
Uh-huh, see limited,
Bought it
yes.
last week. That stock is from Singapore. It's like some video game company from Singapore.
Go figure, how did you find it?
I found it through bar chart. Remember that I showed you the
Yes,
section where top 100 stocks? It was
yes,
there. Well, I had been doing research on all of those on Finviz, looking for the Be a Profit, and it had very good earnings per share and sales. So it was a good.
good for you, good for you. Did you have a
But,
question?
Yes, can I make a contribution?
Of course, please.
Last time, remember I told you about the other website, the pattern site,
Yes,
and I told you that there were two spreadsheets that this man updates every.
yes, yes.
Okay, when you hover over the one of them, well, one of the spreadsheets has the list of industries by relative strength, ranked in order by relative strength.
Okay,
The other spreadsheet has the list of stocks.
okay,
At that time, last time when you looked at it, you saw the one on the list of stocks. That one says, and if you go there, you're going to see that says, it says spreadsheet of stock strength relative to themselves, which apparently that's a relative strength index.
correct.
But the other one, the industry, the one that he has on industries, that one says, let me tell you what it says. That one says information and industry strength relative to one another. So that one is giving you which industry is.
That's what we want, RS.
And if you open the spreadsheet, or if you don't have Excel, he also has it there on the website.
Mm-hmm,
As of last Friday, June the 5th,
mm-hmm.
the best industry or number one relative strength is semiconductors. And
What is the name of the site, Eleazar?
it's called the pattern site.
The pattern site. Okay, you know what I'd rather do? Let's give the place to everybody so that we can all take a look at it. And because I can tell you're very familiar with it, but the rest of us are not. And that
And
way
it-
we know what you're talking about.
Okay, you want me to put it here on chat? The pattern?
Please give us the link there. Thank you
And
very
then-
much.
If you look at semiconductor, well, he's giving you a number of stocks for each industry. Which ones are the hot ones in each industry?
The
So
leaders.
semiconductors, which is the number one industry, you're gonna see there NVIDIA, AMD. I
know. Uh-huh.
have AMD myself, but today both AMD and NVIDIA gave buy signals.
Yes, they did.
So,
You see, so this is how now you're starting to find your own stocks.
I've been doing this for a while with this website, finding stocks from that
Good.
site. With
Good for you, Eleazar. Okay, you
I-
get a 10. You get a 10. Thank you so much. Okay, Jorge, I cannot unmute you. I don't know why. Go ahead,
There.
Jorge.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I got a question. Well, you see how you say you take the nata of the stocks. That means you collect some profit, right?
Yes.
Instead of
Ooh, you're breaking up. Is that me or you?
to make profit of,
Okay, can you ask
I
that
don't know.
again? It's probably me.
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, yeah, I'm saying, can take the nata be where instead of continue, I mean, you already make profit on it. Instead of selling, can you just lower the percentage? So instead of 10, can you go 5%? And that'll be one way to take the nata off, to collect the nata, the way you say it. You know, like lower,
and then
lower
you're gonna sell it all at 5%?
at 5%, sell it all, or or continue
Yeah, but
going up.
listen, if you have a big winner like that, that gave you good nata, like for example, I'll tell you an example, was Beyond Meat, BYND. BYND went up 21% in one day. So I
Okay.
took some money out and today it went up again. So you're going to kick yourself if you sell it all. It
Okay.
doesn't have to be all or nothing. So you can decide, okay, for me, I take out enough so that I have the money in my pocket
Okay.
and I still have the same amount that I invested originally there.
Oh, okay. I see.
So
I see what you
nothing
mean.
happened.
Right.
Okay, or I can take out a little more because I do it by dollar amount. Whatever my gain is, then I take it out. Some people do it the other way around. They trim on their losers, and there's a lot to be said for that. At this stage in my life, I'm going to trim the winners, okay?
Okay.
Because I want the money now.
That's a good way to do it too. Yeah. I see it. I see.
As
I
long
see
as
how
you
can
have a
do-
system of doing it, play around with it to see what works for you.
Yeah,
And then
there
you
you
see
go.
what happens, and then you adjust it. There's no hard rules here.
Yeah, I'll test it around and see what works better for me.
For you. There you go. I give you, you know that you drive on the right side. I mean, you're a driver, okay? You drive on the right side of the road. There's certain rules, but the way you drive is different from the way I drive, right?
Right.
There's
Yes.
some more aggressive drivers and some that are not so. And so how you drive then is your own way.
It's a different way. Yeah.
It's a different way. Same here. You get your style, get yourself comfortable is what you have to do. Carolina. Let me see if I can. There you go. Hi,
Hi.
Carolina.
Hi. Yes, my question is about the nata too. And
I can't believe you guys like that. Okay.
yeah, I want to know if you
Very
reinvest.
professional term.
Yes, I love it. I want to know if you reinvest that money or you keep the cash for whatever you want.
I put it back in the pile. And when the market has been doing really well, and I made over $10,000 since April 15, and then I put it back in the pile, and then I've reinvested as it comes along. I have more money to invest. So I don't particularly put it like spend it or anything. I just put it in the pile. And if the market continues to be happy, I'm going to take advantage of it.
Okay.
So
With-
I'm taking the profits there and then putting them back to work. If it makes sense to buy something else, then it gives me money to buy.
okay.
But I don't have a fast rule where I say, okay, I'm going to put the profits away and hide them.
Mhm.
But again, Carolina might. You might want to do that.
We do have a question in chat. They're asking about the pile. What are they referring to?
About what?
You keep saying that you return the to the pile. What's the pile?
That means that I just cash it and put it in my cash money. It gets mixed up with whatever monies I had in cash before. I don't put it in a separate account for profits. I just put it back into the pot. Get it? So it becomes candidate for investment again. But the market has to be doing well. Now, the market is getting a little overheated. The market has been happy for a while. Very happy. So I am a little cautious now. And I may start taking more nata out because I don't want to push my luck because I have a lot of profits in there. So I want to tighten up. And if I miss it, I miss it. See what I mean? But that's me. You need to get a feel for this. Okay. Thank you very much. Great questions. Maria Gomez. Asked to unmute.
Hi.
There you are. Hi, Maria.
Hi, Julie. I just have a question. This is regarding drips. I have I don't understand if I buy a drip now and I know they're for the long run, but I wanted to know how does that work with taxes? Like, do I
Okay.
get some form
Let me tell you.
something? Go ahead.
If you buy a drip and you buy it outside your pension, outside of an IRA or outside of a Roth IRA, okay?
Okay.
When they pay you the dividends, at the end of the year, they're going to give you a 1099 DIV, which is going to, it's like the bank. They paid you interest, you pay taxes on that year, on that interest. Whether you reinvested them or you spent them or you left them in there, whatever you did with them, you got them, they tax you. Okay?
Okay.
So then the only other tax you're going to pay is when you sell the actual stock, then you're going to pay based on how much you paid for it to begin with. You're not going to pay money again. You paid the dividends money, the tax, but you're going to pay now capital gains. Short terms if it's 12 months or less than 12 months, long term if it's 12 months or more. And usually you get to choose. Great question. In TD Ameritrade, I chose what is called, and I don't know if you've seen it, if when you're selling, it's FIFO or LIFO, L-I-F-O or F-I-F-O.
Yes.
I like FIFO because it's first in, first out. So they're going to sell my shares that I bought earlier, which yes, I may have more profit, but it may also be a longer term. Tax.
Okay. Okay. I see.
Right? So they're going to
Yes.
sell the less expensive ones, the ones that I make the most profit on first. And LIFO is last in, first out. So that means the last monies that you put in are the first ones they're going to cash out.
Okay. All
Okay?
right. So if, just to clarify, so if I buy, I don't know, Apple or Microsoft, and I keep it in there for 10 years, I'm just going to pay taxes on the dividends that I'm acquiring per year, and the rest until I decide to sell the actual
Correct.
share.
But here's something else I should have told you, and I'm glad you asked that, because the taxes on dividends are a lot less than taxes on income or on interest. Taxes on dividends are treated differently depending on your income. So most of the time, you're not going to pay any taxes on it, and the maximum you can pay is 20% if you make $1 million a year. This is why you hear of billionaires that only pay 3% on taxes. It's because they have it in dividends, and that's what they pay.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
because they wrote the rules. That's why.
Thank
So
you.
why not learn to use the rules that they use? Okay, I think that we're done with questions. I'm going to turn the meeting over to Jonathan because I am anxious to get a new place for my phone. Thank you, you guys.
Awesome. Well, hello, everybody. So last
Okay, but
time
they're
we
not going
all...
to be looking at me while they are doing this thing, right?
No.
Thank you.
Hello. So last class, we talked about a stock screener app that would allow us to be able to set alerts, much like how we've been talking about point and figure, wanting to set our kind of little ringing bell whenever the price gets close to passing its resistance level. So I took a lot of people's ideas and a lot of people's suggestions for different apps, downloaded them all, gave them all a go to see which ones I felt did the job best with the least amount of ads. And I think I found a winner. So I want to share that with you guys right now. So let's hope that my phone is still connected to this meeting and it hasn't decided to go take a vacation. It's still in? Yay, it is.
What did you do? You signed in through your phone?
Mm-hmm.
You are so smart. You
Awesome.
take
So
your mother.
here is the phone. So the app that I chose to use is called Webull. All right. Kira, can you find the links for the App Store and Google Play Store for the app? Cool.
And
Thank
tell
you.
us why you didn't go with Stockmaster.
So Stockmaster, it had alerts the way that we wanted it, but the way to get to the alerts was really, really confusing. And in fact, most of the time, you couldn't even see the alerts page behind the number of ads that there were on the website. So out of kind of, well, frankly, I don't really like ads, but I understand people need to make money. I wanted to find something that didn't rely on ads to solely make all their money and had something to offer that creates value for them, but also allows us to get the information we need. So I'm going to go back over to this. My phone is on its last legs, I'll tell you that much. Okay, so in the app, what you can do is on your first page, you get your watch list. Your watch list is going to be any stocks that you've chosen that you want to keep an eye on. So if you wanted to add one, you'd go to here, add symbol. You would type in the ticker symbol. Oh, Apple I already have, so let's do Microsoft. And then if you click on Microsoft, you get a bunch of crazy graphs. Thankfully, we don't need to worry too much about this. Okay.
You see, Jonathan, I tell you, you do it too fast, and then thank you.
Okay. Anyway, what you can do on the screener, or sorry, on the watch list is you can go to add symbol, and you can type in any ticker symbol you want. So I'm going to use Microsoft as an example. And then up in the top right where you see that little star, that is how you add a stock to your list. So then if you go back to here, you'll now see at the very top, I have Microsoft. So that is how you can add stocks to your list. Now, say I want to make an alert. Well,
So the first step is to put the stock in your list.
Yes.
Okay.
Step 2, how do you make an alert? So say I wanted to make an alert for Lululemon. Why Lululemon, you may ask? Well, let me do this. Bear with me for one moment. Trying to do...
You can do a split screen with me, and I can do it on my screen.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
Okay. Is this showing the correct thing? Awesome. So Lululemon's chart, they are currently about to reach a double top. So what I want to do is I want to set an alert for when this price is about to go above this 328 mark. Because once the price goes above 328, we're now in our buy range and we've hit our buy signal. So that is the reason why I wanted Lululemon. It's a perfect example of a stock that is about to go on a buy signal that we want to put an alert for. So let's go back to the phone.
So you could put all the companies that I gave today in that list one at a time.
Exactly.
Okay.
So now you have all of your stock information right here. If you go to alert on the bottom, there's a little bell icon. If you click on alert, it will allow you to set an alert for that stock. And the reason I love this program is it lets you get very, very, very specific with your alerts. You can set an alert to tell you if the price goes above a certain price. So again, we said that the buy price would be $328. So I'm going to go $327.75. So that is now saying that I want the buy price to be above that. But say I also want it to tell me if we've already passed our buy range. So what I can do there is I can tell it I want the price to be below our buy range. So remember, our buy range is 10% above the buy price. So 328, we'll round to 32 to be friends. 328 times 32 is
360.
perfect. So what you can do then is you can set your price to be at 360. So now it will only give you an alert if the price goes above 327.75 cents. So when we hit our double top breakout, and below 360.
So if it goes 365, it will not let you know?
Sorry, what'd you say?
If it goes to 365, it will not let you know?
You know how to lead into the next thing I'm going to say like it is clockwork. So what if you want those two alerts to play nicely together? Obviously, if the price goes up, it's going to pass 328, so it's going to give you that alert. When does the price below start mattering? Well, you can tell it to give you alerts however often you want. So say I want it to be updated once per minute, which will let me know all the time what information is happening. So right now it's 457. At 458, if the price went above that mark, it can't, the market's closed, but we'll pretend, then it would send me that alert. But you can also schedule your price alerts so that you can tell it that I want it to be every trading day at, say, I only want to worry about my alerts. I have my morning coffee at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, that's not
Yeah,
true.
right.
I think I go to bed closer to 8 a.m. than I do wake up at 8 a.m. But that's not important. Say I wanted to set the alert at 8 a.m. So now what this is going to do is tomorrow or every weekday at 8 a.m., if the price for Lululemon is within my buy range, it will send me that alert. So I don't have to look at my phone all day. I don't have to do anything. I don't get any alerts. I don't get bothered. But at 8 a.m., it tells me, hey, Lululemon is in your alert range, which, again, we've said is above the point where we now are in our buy range, but still within the buy range. But you don't need to do that. Say you just want to have it be whenever it goes above the double top. Then you keep it simple. You have no scheduled price alert. It repeats once a minute, and it will notify you whenever the price goes above 327.75. And you can set that alert, and you can save it.
Wow.
So that is the easiest app that I've found to be able to do this. Now, if you want to see where all of your alerts are, on the app, if you go back to your watch lists, in the top left, you see that little sandwich, the little 3 lines. I call it a sandwich menu. So if you click on the sandwich menu, you get, oh, I thought that it pops up there. Oh, my bad. Menu, the sandwich in the bottom right corner. Too many sandwiches. And yes, this app is completely free, and I'm about to go into why. So here, if you go to menu, you get my alerts, and you can see all of the alerts that I currently have set, as well as in your feed, you will get a list of all of the alerts that you've received in the past. So you can see if you had an alert happen, say I checked it now and I had 2 alerts happen during the day, you would see both of those alerts here in your feed so that you don't miss a single thing, even if you miss the notification on your phone.
Can you show me the icon? Make sure that I have the right one.
Yes, I can. The icon is
Oh, I have
Weeble.
it.
It's the little,
Moon
yep, it's the little moon.
sleeping.
Well, they're actually bullhorns.
Yes.
Um,
So-
I see it sleeping.
You? Question that you can answer. I've gotten 2. How many alerts can you set with Webull? And then someone found that, or through this app, can you buy stocks? Does it work the same with Fidelity, Robinhood, Vanguard, or which one is the best?
So again, you guys are incredible at leading right into what I'm about to say. So the reason that this is something that they can offer for free, first off, I don't know the number of alerts that you can have. I assume that I can find the information, so I will look into it and I will
We can
make sure
find
that
it
I get back.
too.
I will do my homework. No, I can do my homework for this one, and I'll find out the answer for that. But the reason that they can give us all this information and not charge us is that Webull operates a brokerage just similar to Robinhood. So in the same app, you can go to open an account and create an investment account through Webull and get access to all of this trading information to be part of your trading strategy using Webull. Again, we are not endorsed by them. We don't get sponsored. The reason I'm showing you this program is because the alerts are amazing and it's all free. But it also this is the reason why they can do this. It is that they have their own little way of making money and they don't need to worry about ads. So we get more information for free. You can have as many alerts as you want. Eleazar, yes, I needed to create an account to have the alerts. You can sign up via email or via your phone number.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do you know if you can download it to the iCloud so that I can see the same thing in my iPad as I do in my iPhone?
So if you log in, it will sync everything across all of your devices.
But how does
It's
it know
also
which one is
available
the
on
update?
desktop.
This is good.
The app is called Webull, Webull.
Okay, I downloaded it. There. Right?
Yep, that's the one.
Ay, qué lindo. Has
So-
a little person talking to me.
I'll tell you this, I plan on using this app. It is incredible and I'm very happy that people suggested it because it does everything I would want from a program and I hope it does what you guys want it to as well. So I would love to hear from you guys in the next couple days if you end up using the app, how you use it, and I'd love to get to, you know, have a little bit of fun investment kind of back and forth with you all. So
Question? Can you do a portfolio in it?
King K was asking, does anyone know if you can transfer your account from Robinhood?
I don't know if you can transfer your account from Robinhood.
Yes,
There
you
wa-
can transfer accounts between any stockbrokers. You tell them where you want it to go, and there's two ways you can transfer it. You have to fill out what's called an ACAT, A-C-A-T. You do this with a new brokerage house, and then there's selling everything you have in the other one and transfer the money over. Or if you don't want to sell anything, you just want to transfer the account as is, that is what is called in kind. I-N-K-I-N-D, in kind. Okay?
Awesome. But does anyone have any other questions? Do you need to download the app to use it? Yes, you do if you want to use it on your phone or tablet. However, it's also available online at Webull.com. So you can access all of your information from there as well with the exact same account.
Okay, Carolina's saying, I think they charge you $75. $75 for what? Oh, for transferring the
For
account?
the transfer.
Really? Wow. Okay. Not nice.
Let's see. Yeah, there's a $75 fee to
From
transfer
Robinhood?
assets out of Robinhood. Mhm.
Okay.
Also, the one thing that they don't really show very much, and I want to mention, is it's not easy to get to. So I haven't looked too much into it, but if it's something people are interested to learn more about, I can. There is the ability to use fake money within Webull as well. So you can, for all of you people that may not want to invest real money or can't invest real money, they have fake money portfolios that you can invest and practice investing using the exact same tools that people like me plan on using to invest real money in. Does it look the same for Galaxy and Android? Yes, it does. Can I go again how to add the time? Yes, I can. I can. Okay. So if we started off on the watch list, when you open up the app, this is going to be the first thing that you see. Down in the bottom right, or sorry, first thing you do is you choose the stock. So if I want to set an alert for, let's use TDOC because I don't have one set for TDOC. If we look at the point and figure, I'm going to do this off screen, but please trust me. The buy price or the buy signal for that is if the price goes above $178. So we're really close to it, which is why I'm putting the alert. So you go down to the bottom here, you see alert, and then you set what conditions or what it has to do for you to get your alert. So the easiest way to set an alert is just say, I want a notification when the price goes above a certain point. So we're going to say, because our buy signal would be $178, I'm going to say $177.75.
May I say something?
Yes.
Click on where it says price, because I bet you can do percentage. See? So
Yeah.
like if you want to know if you have a stock and you want to say, I want to take the nata out, if I make 10%, you put the price in there and then it gives you an alert when it raises 10%. Jorge, see what I mean? So you can use it to do it the way that you want to trade.
Or by that same logic, you can do it where if you want to have a more aggressive trailing stop, like a 5% trailing stop, you can set an alert for that trailing stop by doing your percent change and having it be down 5%. So that would let you set a trailing stop that's not a actual sell the stock immediately order to your broker. It's just a, hey, bring kind of notification that the stock may not do what you're wanting it to. So again, we're going to just go above 177.75. So this is our buy signal for TDOC, Teladoc Health. Then if you want the update once a day, you set it here. But I want to know whenever it crosses that price. So I'm going to use once per minute. So what that means is it's going to check, the program is going to check every minute to see if the price has gone above 177.75.
And you better
Now-
have good battery.
I was about to say, the reason that they default set it to once a day is this will kill your battery if you're constantly checking for updates. But if you really want to be on top of your trading, or if you want this to be something you use on desktop as well, you can have it be once per minute or unlimited so that you never miss a thing. Now, say I'm the kind of trader that only wants to check in the morning. All I want to have is my alerts to happen at 8 a.m. in the morning. I want all of them. So for this one alert, you would go down to schedule price alert, and you would go to your fixed alert time, which says I want to be notified every trading day. So every day the market's open at 8 a.m. And this will use your local time. So this will use Pacific time for me. So this will change depending on what time zone you're in. So keep that in mind. We know when the market opens and closes, so make sure that you're setting that alert accordingly. So we have our time set, and then we hit the blue check mark up in the top right. So if we go back to menu and alerts, then we can see that I now have a price condition set for Teladoc Health. And yes, the app should look the same for both, but if you find anything that is different on iPhone, please let me know. Sadly, I only have an Android, so I can't test on iPhone, but I can help you out if needed.
Can you go back to the previous screen?
Oops,
No.
I went all the way back.
No,
Which screen?
never mind. Okay, never mind. Just where you set up the alerts for one of them, for the last one that you put in.
Yeah, so for that you would have to click on a stock, and then on the bottom bar you will see the bell icon for alert.
Okay, there. Okay, I see it. Okay, perfect.
One thing I will tell you right now is this app will want to send out a lot of notifications, and a lot of them you won't care about. So if you're getting notifications that you don't want, go to menu and then go to settings and then notifications. And this will let you change what notifications will appear on your phone and the type of notification that you receive. So if you want it to be a lot more annoying to let you know, hey, you got to go do this, you can. It won't throw a bucket of water on you, but it'll do everything short of that to get your attention. If you want it to just be super quiet and just give you that little box when you log onto your computer in the morning, you can do that too. So I would take a look, play around with these settings. You may not find it correct the first time, but mess with it a little bit, find the way that it works for you, because this is a cool tool that will let me invest the way I want to. So I hope that you guys can enjoy this as well, and please share your experiences. I would love to hear how you guys end up using this. Veronica has a question. Let me see if I can unmute you. It's not working for me.
I can, ask to unmute.
There we go. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, how are you?
Hi, Jonathan. Hi, Julie.
Hello.
I'm doing good. I am trying to use Thinkorswim. And my question is, when it says alert, it gives me so many options like volume, div, close, last, all those little things. I don't know what they mean. So can you guys explain me a little bit, or which one is the one that I'm supposed to set on my alarm?
Well, you're looking at price, right? You're looking
Uh-huh.
for price. So that's all you care about is the price.
The price.
Mhm. Ignore everything else.
But I don't see price in here. I mean, or what's the option that I'm supposed to hear? Close? No, last?
Oh, last. I would use last.
Okay, last. Okay, that, I think that responds my question.
Yeah.
Okay,
Awesome.
then I just put the price that I want to set
Exactly,
the alarm, right?
because if you put close, it's going to give you yesterday's close or the last close. You want the last price, which could be the close.
Perfect. All right.
You're in business.
Thank you. All
Awesome,
right,
thank you.
got it.
Mayville asked a question in chat. Based on your experience, which trading platform works the best? Sadly, that's probably a lesson, probably a class or even a week worth of classes in itself. That's not something that we can answer in 5 minutes. So I promise you we will answer that. It will most likely be in the advanced class that we hold over the summer for adults that want to start getting serious about their investing. So we can compare platforms for people like day traders as opposed to people just looking to open a 401k or make contributions towards retirement. So we'll go over that a lot more in the advanced class. But for right now, I would probably say that that you can just look online and they'll have their different features. It depends on the amount of money you want to invest, how often you want to invest and be trading, and then which one would have things that you may like. For example, they would give you, if you went with Fidelity, you would get better rates for Fidelity exchange traded funds, stuff like that. So there are a lot of little things that will go into saying what the best one is, which is why I say it's better covered for an entire lesson or course in of itself. Do you have anything to add on that, Mom?
Well, Fidelity, for example, if you want to buy fractional shares, if you want to buy that good horse for $10 and the horses cost a lot more, Fidelity app, not the one desktop, but the one on the app allows you to buy fractional shares. So that would be a good one for you to use. See what I mean? So it depends, just like Jonathan says, how much money? What's the minimum? It used to be compare commissions. Now there's no commissions, so that's pretty cool. Another one is, do they have a drip plan if you want to have a drip? Do they have after hours if that's what you want to do? There is a lot of companies have surveys where they put up every year a list of the online brokers, and they give them a rating. So go to El Chismoso, go to Google and put online broker ratings, and then you're going to see them there.
Awesome.
Okay.
Well, thank you guys all so much for all these questions. If nobody has anything else they feel they need to ask this second, then we can call it for today. If you
Okay,
do
Jorge,
think of
get
something
better.
after the call, please let us know. Email us at tudineroconjulie@gmail.com. Daniela has a question. Hello.
Hi, I have a question real quick.
Yep.
So on an iPhone, on the app Weibo, it looks different on mine. It looks like that. It looks different.
Okay, I did it on iPhone.
Yeah.
I see it.
Hmm?
I see your screen.
Okay, an iPhone, I just went to iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
And then what is it that you wanted to know?
Well, I don't know. My mom just told me that it looks.
Hit open account. Jonathan, you have to open an account to do alerts, right?
You don't need to open an account. You just need to make an account. Open account would be to trade
Oh, I
money.
see. Okay, so when you first open the app, where do you go to put your stocks in?
Let me log out so I can test.
How about you just try on my phone? I haven't made an account.
Well,
So if you go to menu on the bottom right,
Okay,
yeah.
then you'll see at the top, it should say login.
I see it. And then you make up a thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Daniela. And thank you, everybody. It's been a really fun class today. And I hope everyone learned something new. Thank you guys all for joining us as usual. And we'll have some more fun and some more information to share on Friday. So take care, everybody. Actually, wait, we need to end with a story, don't we, Mom?
No, we don't. I don't
We
have
always
a
end-
story. I have a dirty joke.
No
No.
dirty
Okay.
joke. I have a fun story for everyone. It wasn't
Okay.
It wasn't until 1985 that the stock market actually started trading at 9:30 instead of 10 o'clock. It used to open at 10 o'clock. And even before that, until the mid-1950s, the stock market was open on Saturdays as well. So the only day that you couldn't get your mail or trade your stocks was Sunday. But the market was open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So with that, it is well after 4 p.m. here, so we'll call it a day, everyone. Thank you all so much for an awesome class. See you
my
guys all on
kid.
Friday. Bye.
Bye.